Today I'll show you some proven ways to study effectively for any exam. But if you're watching hoping to study your way to a miracle the day before the exam, then on average you've just got 14 hours left. Now is that going to be enough? That's 24 hours minus 8 hours which you should be asleep, and 2 hours to get yourself freshened up and travel to the exam room tomorrow. Are you going to make it? Tell me in the comments if these tips help you to get the exam grade you are aiming for. Well, without further ado, here are the quick, effective tips on how to study to give you a fighting chance at getting an A in that exam tomorrow. Now, the first thing you should know is that if you eat omega-3 fatty acids, they will give you a considerable advantage. Omega-3 fatty acids are critical for brain function. A study of undergraduate college students with exam anxiety found that students who ate a combination of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids had a reduced level of exam anxiety. They also had a better mood, less fatigue, increased ability to organize materials for the examination, and better quality of sleep. In comparison, those students who ate mineral oil as a placebo didn't show any benefit at all. Here are foods which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids: salmon, mackerel, flax seeds, and walnuts. Next, you should eat an egg and get some blueberries to snack on while you study. Eggs are rich in choline, especially the yolk. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine. Researchers from Boston University studied 1,400 adults over 10 years and found that people who ate diets rich in choline performed much better on memory tests. If you're a vegetarian, lentils are the best alternative, but you can also eat tofu, quinoa, or nuts. Blueberries are rich in flavonoids, which strengthen connections in the brain and stimulate the regeneration of brain cells. Researchers at the University of Reading showed that eating blueberries improved both short-term and long-term memories. Blueberries may also help prevent you getting Alzheimer's later in life. Now, next you also need to do at least 30 minutes of exercise before your study session. Physical exercise is not only awesome for your body, but did you know that it has amazing benefits for your brain too? Various studies looking at how to study better have shown that exercise improves your mood and memory, improves your brain function, reduces the occurrence of depression, enhances your sleep quality, and reduces stress. Since you're already watching this video on YouTube, you could also just search for a 30-minute workout that you can do afterwards. Next, you have to make sure that you drink a glass of water every 2 hours until you go to sleep. Did you know that 75% of people are in a chronic state of dehydration? Dehydration is very bad for your brain and for your exam grades too. The University of East London's researchers have found that your brain's overall mental processing power decreases when you are dehydrated. So please fill up on some H2O. When you go to your exam, take a water bottle with you. Every 40 minutes or so, make sure you drink some water. This will help you stay hydrated and improve your exam performance. You also have to make sure that you switch up your study location every now and again. Find several places to study in and around the campus, and change up your space if you find that it's no longer working for you. A change of scenery impacts learning and concentration abilities. Psychologists have suggested that simply moving to a different room to study could increase both your concentration and your memory retention levels. Silence isn't always golden, you know. The silence of a library may not always be the best thing for you. You might find that you concentrate a lot more with some background noise. Many scientists agree that playing certain types of music, such as classical music, can help students engage parts of their brain that help them pay attention and also make predictions. Not to mention, listening to music may improve your mood and change your whole outlook about studying in general. Did you know that if you read important information out loud, it maximizes your memory retention? Several studies have revealed that reading information out loud helps students to learn faster than reading it silently. When you read information out loud, you can both see it and hear it. and those multiple triggers to your brain help you remember. If you take notes by hand instead of using your laptop, it could promote your memory as well. Researchers recommend this because students who take notes by hand tend to process and reframe the information. In contrast, laptop note takers tend to write down what the teacher says word for word, without first processing the information. This is reinforced by the observation that students who take notes by hand perform generally better in tests. Next, I want to talk about squashing the curve of forgetting. For anyone curious to know how to study better, forgetting stuff is usually high up on the list of problems they wish to avoid. The gist of the curve of forgetting is simply this. The first time you hear a lecture or study something new, you retain up to 80% of that information if you refer back to it again within the first 24 hours. Fortunately, this is a cumulative effect, so even after a week you may retain 100% of that same information only after a 5-minute review. My next tip is to sleep at least 8 hours before your exam, and please don't pull an all-nighter. All the students I've ever spoken to have always told me that they don't consistently get 8 hours of sleep a night. The reason is always the same. There's just too much to do and never enough time. Unfortunately, this is among the top reasons why poor exam performance is experienced by many students. Several studies have shown that those students who pull all-nighters get the lowest grades and make careless mistakes. The research also shows that if you get enough sleep, you'll be more focused, you'll learn faster, and your memory will improve. So please try to sleep at least 8 hours a night. That way, your study sessions will be more productive and you don't need to spend as long in each session. A bonus tip is that learning the most difficult material just before you go to bed makes it easier for you to remember it the next day. This is because your brain can work while you sleep. A great book that I recommend you check out if you want a few more practical and effective study tips is 10 Steps to Earning Awesome Grades While Studying Less by Thomas Frank. I'll place a link in the description for those of you who are interested. That's it for today. I hope you found these tips useful. Be sure to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Good luck in your exams!